AI made the work anywhere from 2 to 100 times faster. Burnout went up anyway. One founder only noticed once he was juggling 40 proof-of-concept projects at the same time. The tool he picked up to do less work kept inventing work that never needed doing. The same day, a second post went straight at the cause. And the developers who read both of them did not go along with it. The post opens by poking at the obvious story. If burnout comes from overwork, then now that the work runs 2 to 100 times faster, everyone should be sitting around with free time. It went the other way. The author was sitting on 50 someday maybe projects and 100 drafts, and he started firing off agents in the 5-minute gaps between meetings. It worked, so he picked up even more, and before long, he had 40 proof-of-concept projects running at once. Every new start added one more thing to keep track of. He put it like this. He used AI to cut down his work and invented an endless pile of make work instead. So he changed direction. Instead of starting something new, he went much deeper on one thing he already had. So why does nothing ever get finished? The first post puts the blame on the last 1%. A partial eclipse and a total eclipse are barely apart on paper, but for the person standing there watching, they are nothing alike. The catch is that the last stretch eats half to 90% of the total time, which is why most people call it good enough and walk away. A second post that landed the same day locates the cause somewhere else. It is a short piece by David Nicholas Williams, a developer who builds a meeting notes tool. He argues that you cannot escape the details. No tool makes that go away, and the closer you look, the messier it gets. You can hand some of them off, but knowing which ones you can hand off is itself the skill. So without the skill, you cannot even make that call, which leads somewhere sharp. If you handed off everything and it still worked out, then you played no part in it at all. The comments, though, mostly landed against both authors. The first thing people brought up was that last stretch. AI carries you through the first 99%, so where the backlog used to be things nobody had touched, now it is things that are almost done and still not finished. Next came a question about how much you actually need to know. Most web developers build fine without knowing the file system internals or any assembly, and checking that something works costs far less than building it yourself. Third, people said not every detail is the same detail. The ones who peeped the interesting parts and hand off the boring ones said this is exactly the moment they wanted. Last is what happens on a team. Everyone now assumes anything takes a couple of hours, so everybody builds their own version, and you end up with piles of near identical things that do not fit together. Around the same stretch, a post saying code was never the hard part was getting a lot of agreement on Reddit. That was today's DeepPulse. The open question is how you design a way to actually finish the things you have running at once. See you next Pulse.